My name is Ian Flatberger. I spent 15 years in Clark County Penitentiary for the theft and distribution of 2 metric tons of Carhartt overalls. And this is my story. You see this? Yeah, this is a gun. And I'm pretty sure you know exactly what happens next. It got jammed. That fucking hit my cloaca. That shit hit my cloaca. Maybe this is a new way to dislodge tonsil stones. Holy shit, that flew wicked good. That shit flew wicked good. Watch this. Okay, that was a bad example. Man, that perfectly blocks your windpipe. So lately I've been assessing my swag levels, and obviously they're not good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think it's better than average. Well, no. It's hard to say, man. I'm not gonna say that. That feels like too bold of a statement. My swag levels are not better than average. And I felt like today I wanna take you on a journey to improve the swagability of my keychain.
Oh man, I'm looking big. I'm looking like I'm from Las Vegas. I'm looking big in Las Vegas. I'm looking big and swollen Vegas.
Y'all are probably wondering what this is. And no, it's not a gooning grid meant to show you exactly where you're supposed to place your pecker for a rousing session of gooning. What is gooning anyway? I need to make sure I know what that is. Define gooning. Internet slang, a form of masturbation that involves edging, maintaining a sexual arousal without reaching orgasm for a long period of time, resulting in a hypnotic trance-like state. Oh, okay. Yes, that is right. It is a keychain template. So we're able to maximize, we're able to min-max our keychain and make sure that we have optimal stats wherever the fuck we go. This is my house key. This is what I use to enter my home. It takes up 2 slots. This is my car key. This is what I use to enter my car. Yes, it is a Subaru. No, I am not gay. No, I'm not lesbian. No, I have never thought lesbian thoughts. And this little funny little fella right here is a Grog keychain. I picked this up when I was in Australia, and it just serves as an aesthetic boost. All right, we're gonna start with keychains that add utility. I must warn you guys, I am not interested in utility, but I will keep an open mind. If anything stands out, I'll consider it. First up, pry bar. Okay, this shit, it's just like a standard piece of metal. Your key can do the exact same shit that this thing can do. This one, I can't do it. It's too big. This is like some shit a cop would use to bludgeon you when you're resisting arrest. This is one I saw recommended all over the keychain forums. The Gerber Shard. This one I can maybe understand because this one's a little bit smaller. It's like the size of a key, but I don't like its name. This one's called the Tool. Just buy the socket wrench or whatever this is supposed to be replacing. This is like a life-saving tool.
Apply just a little bit of pressure.
If you have a job where you're behind the wheel a lot of the time, like a trucker or an Uber driver, I think it could make sense. But for me, no. I would rather just die in a car accident. Ooh, a little baby flashlight. Okay, I was considering this one. I have the flashlight on my phone, so it really hurts to have a dedicated space for a flashlight on the keychain. I think it's only like 1 inch long, and I'm like, man, that's beautiful. The Swiss Army knife. I remember traveling, my first time going to Australia, I traveled through China, somewhere in China, and they fucking took this like metal thing that I had in my wallet that was just like a multi-tool type thing. It didn't even have a sharp edge to it. I think I would be just way too worried that this would give someone an excuse to assert their authority. Like even if a cop saw, he's like, oh, he had a weapon technically. I'm like, no, you ain't gonna find a weapon on me, except maybe the Gerber Shard. Okay, this is a little cute kawaii self-defense keychain.
Here are 2 essential self-defense tools that you need. This is a crouton. It is used to stab an attacker. The second are these cat knuckles. They're used for the same thing. You stab them repeatedly and run.
This seems like a very popular thing that is being advertised to women. And let me just say, women, I don't think you should have this. I feel like this shit is just more dangerous for the person who's wielding it. 2 of your fingers are maybe through these little eye holes on this thing. And if someone were to like fucking step on your hand, that would literally like break your fingers. But if it makes you feel confident, you'll probably never have to use it anyway. So who gives a fuck? What do I know? Now this might have an effect. Do I want it personally? No, I don't want like pepper spray or anything like that because number one, I know how to box. I freaking kick ass. But also, like, same reason for not wanting to have a knife or anything. It's just like, I don't want to deal with the hassle. Okay, so whistles I actually think are cute and potentially useful, especially for someone like me who can't whistle. Yeah, it sounds like I'm blowing into a clam's asshole. No thank you. That being said, I think before putting a whistle on my keychain, I would probably just learn how to whistle. Oh, that's it. Out of all the utility items that I kept the Gerber Shard, the 1-inch micro dick light. I love the Cherry Tomato Boys light. Alright, that is all the utility items. We still have to go through all of the items that are going to actually add character and pizzazz and life to our keychain. But first, a word from our sponsor, MANSCAPED. I'm able to grow about 27 hairs on this cheek and about 14 hairs on this cheek. It is too many hairs to pluck, but it's also too few hairs to bother with shaving cream and a big fucking knife. So I am a big proponent of electric razors. And Manscaped has this one called the lawnmower. So my facial hair isn't exactly like a traditional lawn. It's the type of lawn you would see in like New Mexico or Arizona. Regardless, it does a good job. It does it lightning quick. I've renamed the lawnmower the 27 hair eliminator. It's 20% off, which I think is a pretty good offer. So if you're a bargain boy, head on over there and scoop up the bargain. Use code iDubbbz. Now let's talk about all of the items that are going to add aesthetic. Uh-oh. Fuck, that's a lot of shit. Alcoholic Anonymous Keychain. Clean and serene for 90 days. I'm not an alcoholic, but I do like the vibe, and it's not going to take up a lot of space. I was looking up loyalty cards. In this case, I actually don't think the Blockbuster one is the best looking one. I'm also going to say the Panera Bread member card is not really my vibe.
Panera is your home?
Panera is not my home. I remember these number ones. These were like just as ubiquitous as these saddle shaped ones, but I actually feel like this shit has so much more character. I feel like I could smell this. And it glows in the dark. I actually think that one's more dominant. Gaetano's Pizza. This was the loyalty card that I was looking for. Okay, so now we're into the edgy keychains. This one says, who died and made you queen of the bitches? We had a lot of crazy keychains back in the day. Oh, the green vaginas from outer space. What the hell? Do you guys remember these coin purses? It basically has a slit down the middle, and you can kind of like pinch it and it'll open up. It's okay, not really for me. Stupid people shouldn't breathe. Oh man, this one's fucking violent. Stupid people shouldn't breed. That's crazy. It's so crazy that they decided to write that in fucking kablam colors. Some edgy teen really just wanted to fucking shout that out to the world. Stupid people shouldn't breed. It's a little eugenicsy, but it's also fucking funny. I don't know which is funnier. Who died and made you queen of the bitches? Or stupid people shouldn't breed? I'll have to ponder that one. They make these little fucking capsule creatures. This one is like 3 little beavers in a dam, like building a dam. If you want to run a Tamagotchi on your keychain, you're a winner in my book. It's not for me though. It's too like electronic. I put this in here because I fucking love miniatures on keychains. Here's another one, a miniature surfboard. It's the perfect thing for a keychain if it like represents like a particular interest of yours. Okay, so I put Minion in here because it's small. I'm going to keep Minion here. This is a perfect example of something that I just fucking hate. This is like a kind of like a dog tag that has been laser engraved or some shit. This has like no soul to it at all. They try to make it seem at all authentic by having an occasional word in cursive. This is disgusting. This one says the gays can do whatever they want. I'm gonna be honest, the first way I interpreted it was a little bit sinister. That's where my head went. I'm not proud of that. You know, I'm like, the gays can do whatever they want. Well, what do they want to do? I thought to myself, homicide, arson, burglary, identity theft. And then I thought about it a little bit more and I was like, well, there's a whole bunch of other things that they could be interested in doing, such as bubble blowing, making Chinese food,
我的名字杰夫。
learning more about gravity.
And we rebuilt the planet Saturn without gravity.
I thought that these were just stress balls, but apparently people attach this shit to their keys in case their keys fell in the water or something. I don't know. I've never had that problem, but hey, I'm not a lifeguard. Hey, I'm not a freaking pelican. Hey, I'm not a freaking crustacean. This one says Michelle, 1954 to 2021. I don't know if this is a real person. I don't think so, but it was advertised to me like, hey, if you have a dead loved one, you can remember them by putting them on a shitty dog tag. Don't like it. I remember seeing these little metal globes on this particular keychain when I was growing up, and I just thought that was so magical. Oh, okay, here we are. I'm actually gonna replace the Minion really quick. This is a Lego minifig. If there's any place that Lego minifigs belong, it's on keychains. Do you guys know Mr. Mosquito on the PS2? Well, someone on Etsy can turn it into a little miniature. So I think this is the miniature that I'd go with because it's a lot less intimidating than something like the gun miniature. All right, so we're obviously filling up a lot of these slots. Let's open up utility. All right, I think we have maximum. Well, I mean, that's a lot of shit. Do I really need both of these? Man, do I need the Gerber shard? We're getting rid of the light. We don't need that. I'm getting rid of this Mr. Mosquito as much as I like it. Okay, this is my final build. I like it. I think it has enough character going on. It's like, ooh, you like animals. Ooh, you like Gaytonian's pizza. All right, guys, thank you for listening to my insane rant. I'm going to throw it back over to Ian Flatburger. All right, guys, I'm going to enact some of these changes onto my keychain. Next time you see the keychain, it is going to be gorgeous. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching this episode of Philosopher's Swag. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And go check out my second channel, Maximum Damage. That is where podcast happens, and the hot seat, and video gaming. Eventually, I'll do video gaming news, and I'll tell you all about the latest add-ons to come on to Overgrowth.